Ren is the villain, and you're just a hostage. So whenever I'm stepping, cover your head like an ostrich. Groupies been waiting for this, suckers been hating for this. You know why? Cause so many y'all relating to this. Jealous is how they're feeling intentionally, but then start to love it because I made it eventually. Pumping the music, I keep the music like pumping, cause Ren ain't in it for nothing. I keep the average crowd jumping. Yo, you know the color, the villain's in black. Always down to make noise and attack, so you better get back. Unless you wanna come with it and make your face like a target and close your eyes when I hit it. You're screaming with fear, but it's with fear that you're screaming. You're waking up in a sweat, cause Ren is giving bad dreams. And I'm not scheming, I'm just telling the facts. That's how it is when NWA starts to jack. So brothers, they wanna scrap with me. They're squeezing and sneezing won't last a lap with me. Especially begging to write some lyrics with me. I just snatch your girl to take a nap with me. Cause when it comes to Ren, there's no comparison. And if you try to be me, it's quite embarrassing. But I understand cause you're mentally slow. Cause I can tell from the jump, you're too nervous to go. If it ain't rough, it ain't me. Gangsta Black, and he's about to attack. If it ain't rough, it ain't me. Let me bust a freestyle then.
I bet.
I can tell that you're afraid to fight me. Simple because you lost the crowd. And they had to invite me because your sweat is a puddle. But they're the puddles of sweat. I'm a threat, so get a cold rag and wipe your neck. And clean the dirt off your face that cause acne. It's ridiculous thinking that you can jack me. This is the round where the punch will go until your H-E-A-D that's known as a blow. I'm making a point, but it's a point that I'm making. Like, see, I'm hating the fake, and I keep the suckers like shaking. Scared to speak with a thought when they're chosen. The sound of my voice in their ear and they're frozen. This is a battle to the death, it's like the same old. Against a brother on a tip with a cane go. Giving them pain, but it's with pain that I'm giving. But I'm comparing and tearing them, but I'm making a living. With the hype of a 9-volt battery. And the odds for me to conquer is averagely good. Meaning I'm a flow. I'm from the streets, so yo, I'm ready to go. If it ain't rough, it ain't me.
You're in.
Gangsta Black, and he's about to attack. If it ain't rough, it ain't me.
Man, what you gonna do now?
Get funky. The do not disturb sign is in effect. While I'm thinking of a food to select to give the victim the verdict. So for the verdict.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on. Cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. But think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict, addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit. I gotta use it. Even if it's jazz or the quiet storm. I hook a beat up, convert it into hip-hop form. Write a rhyme and graffiti in every show you see me in. Deep concentration, cause I'm no comedian. Jokers are wild if you wanna be tame. I treat you like a child, then you're gonna be named another enemy, not even a friend of me. Cause you'll get fried in the end when you pretend to be competing. Cause I just put your mind on pause and I complete when you compare my rhyme with yours. I wake you up and as I stare in your face, you seem stunned. Remember me, the one you got your idea from. But soon you start to suffer, the tune will get rougher. When you start to stutter, that's when you had enough of fighting it'll make you choke. You can't provoke, you can't cope, you should've broke. Because I ain't no joke.
Yippee yo family, welcome to the motherfucking show. Double G's in the motherfucking house, and here we motherfucking go.
Shout out to Double G, got the radio popping just for me. Man, I love your show.
It remind me of when we used to do backflips on Dirty Mattress, nigga. What's happening?
West Coast,
I don't even know what's happening. I know it be cracking. I'm down with Double G up on the radio.
Top stank on the lead bass.
On accelerated radio.
Yeah, Smokey Lane on the whole thing.
Every Monday at 7 p.m.
All day, ready to roll through.
Hosted by your main man, Double G.
This goes out to my friends, my fans, and my fans.
Yeah, this is the show.
Yeah. What up, fam bam? It's your boy Double G, aka God's Gift, all up in a place to be. Shout out to all my friends, fans, and family, those that truly support your boy in the world of entertainment. We already know it is a world of twists and turns. If you don't learn, you will get burned. Yeah. Real talk. Man, and I just want to take this time to just personally thank my Lord and Savior for just saving a wretched wreck like me. You know, there's nothing that I've done to make him want to save a wretched wreck like me, but he has. And that has been the focal point of my life. It changed my whole world. So I just want to give a shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Real talk. Man, sometimes he say what I tell you to say, so that's what it is. Thank God for the blood of the Lamb. That's what it is. I'm so blessed to be here in the beautiful city of Inglewood. The family reunion continues here on the all-new platform called The Show on the Accelerated Radio Network. Real talk, fam bam. And tonight we are streaming, Facebook Live, YouTube, and of course our station affiliates, iHeartRadio, Yikes, and TuneIn. Make sure you subscribe and hit those like buttons. Real talk, fam bam. That's what it is. I'll tell you what, we're going to take us a commercial break. We're going to come back and we're going to officially start the all-new platform called The Show. We got family in the building, and we're going to pick up where we left off last week because it was an awesome interview, and I felt, I need to give family, a double interview. So that's what it is, or some extra time, because, he got a lot of stuff on his mind. So that's what it is on the all-new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Yeah.
Music articles, embedded music videos, digital business cards, getting mean green, a letter from the editor, 2 steps ahead of you. Stand and look, what a truth, came to change the game. On the scene, Creative Artists Magazine team, sharing a beautiful world of art from worlds apart, different shades and color like the dark. We pop shots, we pop bottles, we pop shots and hot top models. What up, troops? Stay in the loop with all types of articles, all types of fashions. Creative Artists Magazine, yo man, that's what's happening. Real talk. What up, troops? Yeah, real shit. Big Ski Entertainment, man. What up, fam bam? Smokey Lane, Rhyme Rocker, Wise Guys, Global, doing the thing. You know it. What up, fam bam? Yo, check it out. Double G. Much love to my friends, to my fans, and to my family. All up in the place to be. Real shit. Wise Guys, Global. I love that shit, fam bam. I love this shit. Yeah. Check it. I jumped into this rap game and I ain't playing. Lyrically, I'm like a fully automatic spraying, parlaying in the city by the sea. All I really wanna know is who up here down with me. I believe in maximum security. On my person is 9mm killer bee. Hit you with a 9mm trilogy. Chillin', more thrilling than the Michael Jackson video Thriller bee. I gets loco, I be venting in my vocals. I will bust at the motherfucking popos. Most time with the 9, this time with the fofo. My lyrics will never ever be simple as so. I roommate with an AK, better make way. This inmate is still bustin'. Hollow points still on my bustin'. I wonder why police keep fucking with me. I thought this was the home of the brave, the land of the free.
All day, every day, ain't no time to be playing with a nigga like Double G. So you stay in your lane and listen to what we say so we can get it right. Family. What we do, cause we be doing all the most. It's that West Coast way we living.
It's hereditative, I'm competitive, put you on your back like a sedative. How you gonna pay for the damage? Double G, I'm gonna debit the shit. Niggas will blast in your ass, then laugh and cock back and blast, hit you with a long barrel shaft. Man, this shit is easy. Long Beach need to show me love like the CPT did to Easy. First row frenemies and technically speaking with beef. Shout outs to my brothers and sisters from other misters. God chose to love us, even they chose to diss us. They thought they was gonna get away with killing us. They didn't know that God was gonna be refilling us. I shouldn't have to mention that Black Lives Matter. That's the main reason all that trust been splattered. That's all that mattered. Yo.
All day, every day, ain't no time to be playing with a nigga like Double G. So you stay in your lane, listen to what we say so we can get it right. Family. What we do, cause we be doing all the most. It's that West Coast way we making
it. We got a new song right here by Double G and Nephew Michael, the one and only.
This heat by Smokey Lane got me deranged. Reckless driving with my woofers turned up in my range. Haters in the game be stressing my name, but they turn up the radio when Double G spitting that flame. I'm the last of a lot. They want my autograph a lot. I seen her tits and that ass as I smashed up the block. She said she was single, so I had to put that ass on lock. Anybody tripping, I'ma hit your motherfucking ass with this Glock. I'm king salt toxic. When I was locked up, I used a lock and a sock to knock your block quick. I keep a vest to protect my chest and my vest. I ain't trying to be the guest of honor being laid to rest. Niggas is a mess. They will come shoot up your nest and have the nerve to come and pay your last respects with a kiss of death. Here comes the po-pos, ready or not. Red tape, yellow tape, niggas can't leave the block. As the world keeps on spinning, I smile and keep on grinning. That faith in my craft since the very beginning. Positive that sooner or later I'll be winning. Now I'm swimming in jacuzzis filled with women in them. Positive is how I chose to do it. Major heels and drama, damn sure been through it. The day after tomorrow I'm gonna blow up. Ain't no sense in the competition, even trying to show up.
Drop to the bottom, hating don't stop. Gotta know how to block them, the game don't change. Gotta know how to make it. Stay away from snakes, rearrange how you thinking. I done been on the block, many niggas killed. Trying to make it for a family, mom foot the bill. You die for a street that you don't even own. And when you hit the pen, a low song is on. Ain't too many niggas.
It's the show! We wanna welcome all the family.
Family. Double G. That's that Double G shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. That's that Double G shit. That's who I bees with. Yeah.
We got Double G on the microphone, accelerated radio on the show. From the past to the present, present to the past. We got a shout out.
Kevin, representing West Coast.
Off top, nigga.
We love you, fam.
Real talk.
Double G.
West Coast family.
West Coast family. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, man, I love y'all. Like y'all love me. Man, go tune into the show.
Monday, 7 o'clock, that's every week. Family, so let's go.
Hey, from Monday, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on the line.
If you arrive and don't see me, I'm tuned into the show.
Black people don't have nowhere to go. You know, all we gotta do is kick it. We gonna kick it in our hood, you know. What we gonna do? We might well go kill a couple of niggas, man, you know. Go in their hood, do a drive-by. Then come back in our hood, laugh about the stuff. You know, to sit there and think. Only time you really gonna get deep into it is when one of your friends die. Just like one of my partners died.
We got some problems. How do you solve problems?
First we parade, then we ride. First we parade, then we ride. He was my brother, loved him like no other. To top it off, I introduced him to this game. I knew his mother, loved her like my mother. A part of me is gone, I just take my brother home. When the trials come, are you gonna run? First I'm gonna pray, you motherfucking right.
nothing but love for your lokes and hogs, and I ain't got nothing but love for my motherfucking dogs in the midst of the war zone. The zone on sight, they like the night, the heat held close and tight. Beware, here I come with the DPG on my chest. He finna spit like Elliot Ness. In the darkest zone, you feel alone and on your own. After I bust, niggas call me corrupt Coleon. All I'm about is money, loot, and cash. Homies in the DPG, Nate, Snoop, and Dash. Now with these emotions, how you approach it?
Same thing, nigga, you don't get me there. Come on, badass, corrupt.
I'm just trying to make $1 out of nothing. Turn zero into something in this one life we live with this one shot to give. You got chances, we use none, risking your life. You know we got guns, why you come and get us with knives? It's a cold thing, the game just take folks under. It feel better if you say that God just called this number. When you knew he kept himself in situations like that, in situations where it's likely somebody might get no bad intentions. We all like to jump in the car, no destination, but we all thinking hard to get money, houses and cars. This life of ours, going where we came a long way, but still we got so far to go to get there. Money, houses, and cars, this life of ours, going where we came a long way, but still we got so far to go to get there.
I got gangsta ass niggas with so much heat, G'd up rides with so much beat, G'd up apparel, dope by the barrel, gangsta ass good fella nigga, corrupt and narrow. I once had a bitch that ate so much dick that she couldn't do nothing for me, but blow one of the homies as I ease my way right up the street. Me, DAZ, badass and priest, we gotta hit the spot where the homies meet, where all the OGs round up the fleet, cause the homies is crazy shit, and we all about stacking up a grip. No funny ass niggas, no scandalous ass hoes, and we don't give a fuck about a bitch.
I can't worry about a bitch, I'm trying to get rich by next week, and I can get me some pussy when it ain't nothing to eat. My life, this life of ours, buying up houses and cars, ghetto stars, doing our thing, like bust a bitch to bust a bitch and get rich. With my gang, we bring to the table what you ain't able. A few pies to cut, cause we robbing bucks in the worst way. Today Tuesday, I got a date on Thursday, and fuck what you say. You say dirt about us when we ain't dead. When we come around, you fucking clown, you act scared. Tupac is dead. Stop questioning.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. You know I have to give a little shout out to the family, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Badass and Nate Dogg. That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And before we go any further, we got to give a couple of shout outs to some people that's been making things happen, opening some doors around here for your boy Double G, you know what I'm saying? I got to give a special shout out to this young lady right here, man. She is so special. And, you know, she is always in my corner, always been in my corner. So I got to give her a special shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Yvette Hall. Yes. And congratulations on your new job and position. You know, there's a promotion that is well deserved, y'all. She is a very, very sharp lady. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, young lady. Real talk, real talk. Also want to give a shout out to Professional Hood Entertainment. You know, our new movie, Here We Go, is going through post-production. So, yes, you know what I'm saying? It's my third feature film with Professional Hood Entertainment. So I want to give a shout out to them. Real talk, that's Mr. Maurice Lockard, Mr. Brian Bostigs, you know what I'm saying, CEO, Professional Hood Entertainment. Real talk to your family, appreciate you, you know, real talk. Also got to give a shout out to, you know what I'm saying, I met this brother last week, you know what I'm saying, shout out to R&I Transportation, real talk, on time, every time, VIP limo service, that's what it is, family. That's what it is, man. And man, you know, I've just been doing a lot of movies. Been blessed to do a lot of movies lately. So I'm just really, you know, I don't want to leave anybody out because I want to get the promos out the way because I got the VIP guest returning from last week. So we got to give him some shine. I don't want to run out of time. So yes, I want to give a shout out to the producer and the director, Mrs. Deanna Gomez and Alex Wang. Yes. They have a film they've blessed me to be in. Oh man, I just loved it. They love my gangster character, you know. So whatever. Hey, they let me shine in it. So it's a movie called Bang Bang Betty, and of course I play one of the. I think I play either a bodyguard or one of the thugs in that one. And then speaking of movies that's turned up, I got to give a shout out to my people, Mr. Sean Cook. Yes, director, producer, actor Sean Cook. and Hip Hop Circus. Yes, we're filming this. We're in the first season of that. So we're gonna film. We're gonna film like maybe 10 episodes of that. Yeah, and I was meeting with the cast and crew yesterday, so I got to give the family some shine here on the all-new platform called The Show. And we're going to be bringing them in here, so that's what that is, family. That's what we do. Yes, I just had a very, very, very busy weekend. Also got to give a shout-out to my girl Charlotte, a.k.a. Juicy Juice, the hostess of the new series. Also, yes, I'm in that one also. My man, right? Yes, the guest is also on one of the episodes of the Juice Served Code. That's what it is, family. And we actually just finished filming the season finale, and that episode was hot. Yes, it was hot and heated. So shout outs to the entire cast and crew. That's what it is. That's what it is, family. So yes, so without further ado, we got the VIP returning in the building. You know what I'm saying? A man that needs no introduction, but family. I like when you say hey to the family before we go any further on our new platform called The Show.
Hey, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me at the show, and hello to everybody out there that's tuning in and listening, and stay tuned in to this show for information and news before it's news.
Real talk, real talk.
Real talk.
I like that, right? That news before it's
news.
we
giving them news.
Y'all might, you might have to patent that, because somebody might try, one of them news stations might try to, everybody trying to steal a catchy phrase, folks trying to steal something that's cool. So yes, for the listeners out there, that's Mr. Melvin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, family?
I'm a former incarcerated inmate, a tax burden, and turn my life around, redemption. I give back, mentor kids, try to give voices to those who voices otherwise wouldn't be heard, and come back and serve the community and do what I can to help restore pride and restoration in our communities across the cities and the states and the nations in these communities that are troubled, and try to turn it around in a different direction.
Real talk, real talk. Active activist. I like that right there. That's what I'm talking about with this, man. And you know what? Last week, we kind of ran out of time a little bit, and I asked you to explain the RICO Act, because I didn't know there were two versions of it, the state RICO Act, federal RICO Act, but you kind of broke it down, and we ran out of time. Would you like to give us that explanation again, please? Is that okay with you?
Okay. Well, you got a federal RICO Act, which takes an element of a criminal enterprise with that, but like, say, the Young Thugs, you got a street gang, and that's a criminal, not a criminal enterprise. It's more so they structure not as structured. It's not as strict and then code and enforced, and it's usually 3 or more youths between the ages of 12 and 24. So they're youths.
Wow.
And, yeah, you can have a motorcycle gang, you can have a prison gang, but they're going to get tried up under the Federal RICO Act because of their structures, code of conduct, and that they own in real property. But when you're getting a state RICO Act, that's more of a street level crime, carjacking, murder, drug, and street level inner city crime. So there's a difference in that, and they won't be getting as much time. It's not a federal violation. They're not crossing state lines and so forth and so forth.
Wow.
So it's a big difference, and it carries, I think, in Georgia 0 to 20 years, but because of mitigating circumstances, the murders and other cases, it'll probably get you a life sentence.
Wow. Now, I remember last week you said that different states have different. Does every state have a RICO law? Is that all 52 states?
Well, it's not necessarily a RICO law because it's a state law, but what every state does have is a habitual criminal law. A statute to where you can be convicted of violent crime at an early age or another age, and then on your third offense. So when you hear these laws about non-violent, non-serious offenders getting a life sentence after they did that, there's really no need to have a 3 strikes law that wouldn't enforce mass incarceration, because you already have a law in every state in the United States that's a career criminal for violent repeat offenders.
Wow.
So the RICO Act is just something where you can get them more so on an organized crime level, but at a street level. They're not considered a criminal enterprise. They're not able to go and bribe a judge. They don't have the finesse to go and extort or cook the books. See, that's when it comes to the mafia, a criminal organization. They structure is different.
Wow.
So that separates the state from the feds.
I heard that, and now that what I'm saying, we're in a positive frame of mind. Somebody's phone is going off. I'm hearing somebody's phone in the background. Tell them turn the volume down on that, please. Yeah, so now that we're in a positive frame of mind, because, the listeners, I've been doing the show for like maybe 4 years, so they kind of know my background. Ex-drug dealer, I did buy a couple of keys from, Mr. Freeway. But, so I was a, ex-drug dealer, and I moved keys state to state, so they kind of know my background and stuff. So now that I'm in a positive frame of mind and stuff, I'm always like, okay, what can I do to give back and right the wrongs, because I changed a lot of lives being a drug dealer. So how do you, being one of the people consider you a founder of an original Crip Gang. Can I get you to speak on that, please?
In 1971, I was a member of the West Side Crips. Tookie, Raymond Washington was off the East Side. James Compton was running Compton just before the set. So I had been involved with the Crips since their inception on the West Side in 71, and by the age 15 and a half, summer 1972, we went to breaking up from the Big Three into what they generally know now as sets, the Rolling 60s, Gangsta Crips, Compton, Santana, but we started off with West Side, East Side, and Compton. And from there, that led me to a life of crime and incarceration. I ended up doing, as of today, over about 33 years of my life in prison. I'm still on parole as we speak now from Georgia. And in 1998, 1997, I was released, the first one up under the California Three Strikes Law to be released up on a reversal from a life sentence. And so then that's when my life started changing, the way I started having faith in the Lord, and to know that He gave me another chance. Right. And so I started changing my life to give back to the community and do what I can to mentor youth, seek justice for them on an innocent project and stuff like that. So I went from a negative to a positive, from a tax burden to a taxpayer.
That's what I'm talking about. And see, I wanted to give you an opportunity to let the listeners know how, first of all, how God is, open opportunity up for you. And so that, now that we've, because that's why I spoke on my past. So now that we, spoke on that, what can we do to repair? What are some of the things we could do in the inner cities, talking to these youngsters, because I know, being on vacation, for the time that you was on vacation, I know you've seen a lot of youngsters come in there, and because I remember when I was in prison, you have time to think, and you think about, man, I done threw my life away, you know what I'm saying? But level 3, level 4, they doing some serious time. So what are some of the things that we could say to repair, or try to tell somebody so that they won't be in that situation, man, or can at least think about their actions, so that?
Well, I think the conditions of the inner cities, or whatever conditions you live on, have to change, Exactly. And I think we have to start refurbishing and showing that we care about these youths and don't throw them away. I think we have to start looking at the power of the vote, cleaning back the community, and a lot of inner cities, particularly the blacks, are losing their property that the black family owned for years, particularly on the west side, and they're starting to lose the property. But I think the first thing is public safety has to be addressed in these inner cities, or else you can't do nothing without being able to walk around to be a consumer or to patronize other people's business. And I think also we have to start looking at homelessness, and I want to try to introduce a bill that I call ICSS, I-C-S-S, Inner City Stress Syndrome, which is similar to going to war to where you've been traumatized, you know, what they call it, a TPSP or whatever it is.
Post-trauma, yeah.
Right. I feel that those that are in the inner city youths
Really
go up
suffer
under the
that.
same conditions.
We do.
And they don't get the same forms of reproduction or reparations back that they would in a normal certain day up under the same conditions. So I think mental health has to be addressed as well as homelessness. It's 3 areas. Public unified school district, which is a breeding ground for bullying and all that. Then you got parks and recreations, which are controlled and infested by gangs, drugs, and then you got the juvenile justice system, which is taking the youths up and giving them life sentences to where they couldn't drink, drive, or vote or anything else, but yet they're able to get punished for a crime at a certain age that they could get them a life sentence. So I don't think that's fair. Man. So those are some of the things that I think need to be addressed in the inner city at its highest level.
You know what? You have made like the statement of the year when you said, because as soon as you said it, it affects me. We are post-trauma. If we've seen stuff, that's what post-trauma is. That's what the inner cities. That's what definitely black, the black and brown. We're dealing from the post trauma of the law, the system, wow, post trauma. That's deep. That's eye opening. You know, you ever thought about running for office?
Well, I have. I've done. I've been in politics probably 30 years. I deal with all of them. But in fact, I had made an announcement that I was going to run for the 8th district.
That's right. You heard that here on the show.
But it wasn't
I'm sorry, I got excited.
Then I was campaign manager for a woman that was running against Marquise Harris Dawson named Woods, Miss Woods. That was doing right after Nipsey when they had to run off. But I was thinking about running for the 8th district, but the last time I announced it, I got pulled over in Mexico and ended up in Georgia on a violation. All of a sudden, right after that, out the clear blue. That was last year. But yeah, I think I could run for office. And probably win, because a lot of times the voter turnout is not really that big that could make a difference in the community to make sure that the people that are doing the work and got their boots to the ground, like I say, when the camera's not around, if they can do it for free, that's their passion. So why not give them something to give everybody incentive as a reward?
I like that right there. And, you know, I just want to officially offer, you know, my platform, and I'm sure a couple of the other shows would like to offer, and, you know, the platforms in support of your campaign, because you have a voice that needs to be heard. You can reach a lot of people. You can get a lot of people out and vote who under other circumstances wouldn't vote. You know, so yeah, I definitely see you in some type of office real soon, and I want you to promote your campaign here on the show.
No, we'll work together on that.
That is awesome.
Start a political action committee. That's what it is.
There it is.
There it is, right there.
And I always tell people this platform is not about me. It's about everybody. You know, the people we can reach, the lives that we can change. So that's what it is, Fam Bam. So, man, let's go ahead. We're going to take us a commercial break. You got family in the building. I want to give family a chance to holler, you know what I'm saying, on the all-new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, you're about to know. Get you. Yeah. Feeling good. That's the LBC shit. Yeah. That's the Double G shit. Rocker wise guys, that's that Double G shit. Yeah, check it. Mr. Go-Getter, the rhyme spitter. If the glove doesn't fit, then he ass must have quit ya. I'm the good, the bad, and the ugly. I keep 9mm for niggas, me mug at me. Smokey Lane on the track, my nigga did that. Double G's on the mic, nigga get back. Rhyme rocker, wise guys, blow for. We pull up and bust caps like a bow. Yeah,
that's how it be. Between you and me, that's how it be.
That's the LBC.
That's how it be. Between you and me, that's how it be. That's how it be.
That's the Double G.
Double G, better known as God's blessing. Better known as the Herbal Smith & Wesson. Better known as a verbal assault weapon. Double G, be still tempted to wet them. Known for my love for Crips and Bloods. Known for gripping pistol grip with glove. Fuck police, they gets no love. In my hood, they catching Crips and slugs. That's that Westside LBC shit. When I squeeze, I leave crime fiends quick. Known to kick the ballistics. Sniping your ass up closer from a distance. Niggas in the streets, they call me Battle G. I brand niggas like Angus Cattle. Niggas love when I kick that grime shit. Roll solo, cause homies will snitch like mines did. Niggas straight total.
That's how it be. That's how it be. Between you and me. In these streets. That's how it be.
That's the LBC.
That's how it be. That's how it be. Between you and me. All over America. That's how it be. All over the world. That's how it be.
That's the Double G.
Yeah.
Real talk, real talk. That's that G shit. Y'all know I gotta get it in, fam bam. That's that LBC shit. Shout out to my friends out there, man. They be like, why you don't play that one no more? I'm like, okay, I got it for y'all tonight, man. I just want everybody to know I do answer the emails, messages. I do answer all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's certain music and certain song rotations for different shows. So that's what it is. So I just had to explain that because somebody's like, man, say that. Real talk, real talk. So we are back here live and living color, man. We have the man himself, the CEO, promoter, Mr. Hot Rod in the building. What's happening, family?
How you doing, brother?
Man, go on and holler at your people, man. What's happening with you?
Man, just chilling, man. Just been in LA promoting. You know, we just did a comedy show on Friday night at the Redondo Event Center. We got another one. Excuse me. We got another one coming up October 22nd in Bakersfield, California. You know, the West Coast Bad Boys of Comedy.
Real talk, real talk. Is that 3R Entertainment?
No, you know, that's Comedy Coachella, but 3R Entertainment, you know, we play a big role, you know, what he's doing, you know, as far as, you know, putting on shows. But 3R Entertainment got something coming up September 9th. We got a listening party, record release party, you know, we tied in with Freeway Ties record, Sir Jones, Mike Kane, Ace Diamond, and a few other people's gonna be performing September 9th in Fresno, California.
Man, I know y'all gonna be pulling up on R&I Transportation, a limo service. I see how y'all got that shuttle service. Y'all rolling around in luxury in the city. Real talk, fam, man. So, my man, go ahead and say what's up to your peoples, man. Before we,
hey, what's going
you know
on, world? It's your man, Jay Jackson. Just here in support of my boy, Big TB with R&I Transportation.
Real talk, family. And that's what it is, man. Everybody gets a chance to speak to their peoples because, you know, we live on iHeartRadio, Yikes, and TuneIn. So that's what it is, fam, bam. That's what it is. So, family, what you got, Mr. Farmer? What you got going on? I like to call you Mr. Farmer.
Yeah.
I believe you deserve respect due, Mr. Farmer. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Yes.
We pulling out tomorrow morning. We'll be going Dallas, Texas, and Fort Worth to do 2 shows. One film from 1 to 3, then from 4 to 6. Boss Talk Radio podcast, and I don't know the other man's podcast. Then we coming back. We have we got an innocent program to where we have 2 cases that we're going to start looking into to possibly get some guys that have been incarcerated, one for 29 years and the other one for over 30 years, so we're going to start something on that. We have an End of Violence conference being provided by Mayor Ginther in Columbus, Ohio. That's coming up, and that's a big event because a lot of people don't know if you don't win the state of Ohio, you don't become president, and that's where the Bidens, the Clintons, everybody really play in Ohio.
Wow.
They make laws in the state, in the District of D.C., but when it comes to socializing and backdooring, Columbus, Ohio is the place. So those are some of the things that we had going on this weekend. Myself and Hot Rod and TB and my man here, it's a lot of things going on that doesn't a lot of times be broadcast on news. And that's particularly, I want to give a shout out to guys, Gangster from Santana, Boo from Compton, the West Coast Bad Boys. It's just a lot of people that are doing real work and giving things where the community is coming back together. Rival gangs that otherwise wouldn't engage in dialogue, they're starting to see the light, and they starting to show a little bit more respect. But you know, a lot of times that's not glorifying. It ain't sauced up enough, but it's doing as much work as those that are just doing. I call them Adolf twiddlers, just twiddling and running their mouths.
I heard it.
So I'm proud of that. We just had some. Senator Bradford and the mayor of Compton, Norm Nixon, quite a few. They just had the Gardena Fest over, and that was a great event. Brought the community together over there, and we had St. Andrews, Watkins Park, all the other inner cities, Compton, Watts. So they had that program called Midnight Summer Lights that Mayor and Grid and other programs do. So I try to focus a little light on those that are doing something within the inner cities to make it safe and change the environment of our community. So that's what we've been doing, networking all this week.
I heard that. For the people who, because I don't know, for the where exactly is the 8th district? What location in the city?
The 8th district is like 3.8 miles, going encompassing Slauson and Crenshaw, Manchester and Vermont, which is Vermont is the biggest thoroughfare, and to show you the difference in politics, going over by Nipsey Hussle and them and down Crenshaw, they got trains and transportation. But
that's how I got there.
Right, but over on our side of town, we got buses and plants. Like when Christmas come around, we have to buy the kids the snow, or else they'll be sliding on hay. But they'll want to ship snow and ship these kids when they know the terrain, that a lot of these young kids can't take their kids because they still at an age to where they're affiliated because of the areas they stay in. And these are some of the things that are happening. But that is the 8th district. It's 3.8 miles over on the west side, but it's also arguably the most deadliest 3.8 miles in America, because you got what they call Death Alley going down up in them corridors. So it's very deadly over there.
Real talk.
But that's the area, though.
Man, I've been doing a little bit of casting and filming in LA, and sometimes the directors, they be like, well, pull up over here. When I'm in LA, I don't know where I'm at. I learned a long time when I was in the penitentiary, to give the respect. I don't come in, but I never knew that about that area, because that's one of the areas I was in this weekend. I was in the weekend. Oh, that's the Slauson Swap Meet. Is that oh my goodness. And those are some of the tightest streets to try to drive down right there by the railroad tracks. Yeah. You win that district hands down.
Yeah, they the murderers row. And a lot of the things where you say like it's real tight over there, that came because over the years of how they could stop the drive-by, the crime, and that's why you had the bumps in the road. Certain roads that used to go all the way through, like we was on our way over here, where I know those roads used to come out to the streets, they're dead in them and stuff like that. So a lot of those tightening, and also because of immigration and them coming over from the borders, and the streets don't get wider, but the cars get bigger, so that's why you had the traffic jams and the log jams. So over the years, it's just a revolution.
I heard it. I want to ask you a question that they probably would ask a council member or, somebody from the city. Do you have any idea how to combat the street takeover issue? Being that you're in tune and in touch with the inner cities.
What you mean take over?
Like, how they take over the streets. They tried to put, in Compton, they tried to put some type of dots in the street. And they take over the streets, burning out. And,
you mean when they organizing and taking over, and they doing the cars and turning. Yeah, that's dangerous. I know a guy, my partner, his daughter, got hit and probably had 97 broken bones, was in a coma. In fact, she's been in the hospital about 1.5 years, 2 years now. But those street takeovers are nothing new. It's just the dangers involved with it now, as opposed to back in the days when it was a fad, when you low riding, and that was considered a street takeover back in the 60s, 70s. But it's the criminal activities and carelessness, and it's a safety issue to where people, they can argue about it's doing nothing, but when it comes to law enforcement, they're looking at it from a safety perspective to where they have to enforce it. And a lot go on at those events that doesn't really be seen, that be going on in the back. I just think if it was done in a manner to where it was a little bit more respectful, and you got a group of youth that you know they here and they not getting in trouble and they being law-abiding, make it a way to where they can do it and update it and innovate it. Don't just go against it, just improve the conditions to where we got rules and guidelines. Hey, and we'll stay out your way, and that way they go to tying up relationships, what I call with the community influencers. That could be the police, that could be gang members, that could be council. Everybody has a little recipe into the sauce and the stew, and we just put it together and see what it do.
Man, and real talk, you know, my solution was similar, you know, because like you spoke on the lowriders. When the lowriders do it, it's more like a show, because they're coming through and they're hitting the switches and stuff like this. There's nothing really reckless about that, because the streets are blocked temporarily. You guys come, and then we also have, like, I was at Alameda where we pull up and where the lowriders hang out. They have the designated areas where they can do their thing, like you just said. So I believe with the takeovers, you know, I just wanted to bring it because I know a lot of people listen. I just wanted to bring it to the air. I believe if they have skate parks for the skateboarders. You know, they always have something for the people that's doing that hardcore. Even at Venice Beach, they got a skate bowl. So why not create a designated area so that they can do those things? Man, because I remember back in the day, everybody used to hang on Crenshaw, the whole strip.
Oh, yeah, going up and down Crenshaw, listening to the 520 Peel, the Kragers, the show pipes, and all that. And speaking of lowriders, y'all catch up with my boy Big Flossie out of Long Beach from the LBC with Malik Melman, and they get that Fun Day Sunday where you can go out and enjoy yourself, safety measures and a code of conduct enforced, but you got all the icons of the inner cities, and sit back and meet on up and enjoy your day on Sunday. Shout out to Flossie and them doing what they do.
Yeah, real talk. Big Flossie, that's family right there. You know what I'm saying? From the LBC, Flossie been doing this thing for a long time.
Yes, sir.
You know, so shout out to you, Flossie. Hey, man, we got to get you down here. I know somebody from the city, like, hey, Double G's hit you up.
Oh, I got his number. We can get him up, get him and Malik up here.
There it is there. You know,
yeah, we gonna make that happen, man.
There it is there, you know, because I know they got some people they want to talk to. You got something you want to say, bro?
No, I said I got Malik number in the phone.
Oh, well, they tell him he got his official interview, official invite, you know, here on the show. So, family, you want to say something to the people before you? Oh, you want? You know, and he already spoke. What about the young lady? The young lady, you want to say something to the people before we get up out of here? Oh, okay.
You got something to say about R&I
Yeah, I just want to let y'all know that R&I Transportation is the best transportation in Southern California. If you're trying to get somewhere safe and reliable, you need to call this company. The number is 323-424-9310, or you can reach us at 310-428-8677.
Boom.
Make sure you listen to Accelerated Radio every Monday at 7 p.m.
Boom.
You dig? And if you call and ask for Big TB, you get a 10% discount.
That's real talk. Hey, you heard it, man. They from see now. That's how you do, man. So like, if y'all got businesses out there, y'all need to pull up, man. You know, it's simple as that, man. We make it happen. Everybody VIP, and that's the business. That's limo, shuttle, and security. You feel me?
Yeah.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
You know,
hey, I done seen them.
I
done seen them pull up a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, real talk.
550 to the Suburban.
Real talk. Say, I didn't give you the opportunity to share your social media. Can I get you to share your social media with the family, please?
I'm on YouTube, The Real Melvin Farmer, but I very seldom go there. I'm on Instagram, Melvin Farmer 5, and some other ones, and I'm on all social platforms, but usually I deal off YouTube. Melvin Farmer, and that's why I do the inner city, because it deal with a lot, and I do from there. But then, if you wanted to order the book, The New Slave Ship, a ship that does not sail, you can call Milligan's Books. That's 1425 West Manchester, Suite B. Phone number 32760-575-6848. That's the same number if you have a if you have a child that's emancipated in the foster care system, you need help in bringing back your child, or for parentings, we have a class called SBV, Saving the Black Village, to where we try to help and get the child back and located back with their families to keep the family ties together. If you have an innocent person that might need a appellate attorney or any type of legal advice or consultation on certain situations, you can call us. We'll give you a smaller rate and professional service to where we can help your child get out, mentorship, talking to youth, and things of this nature. So a lot of things we do to give back.
Wow, that's an awful lot. It's like Christmas. That was a Christmas list of stuff you just said right there. That's a lot of help you putting out. I like that. That's a lot of help. And like I say, man, I want to offer the platform. Anything you're trying to, anything that you're a part of, the family's a part of, any up and coming events. Like Mr. Hot Rod, I want to give you an opportunity to promote your event one more time before we get up out of here, fam.
Yeah, it's going to be September the 9th in Fresno, California. It's Marlowe's Nightclub. Like I said, it's a listening party / record release party for a few artists that's tied with Freeway Ties record. 3R Entertainment, we're the promoting company, so that's what we do. We promote events, from the Central Valley, and I consider the Central Valley from Bakersfield, Sacramento. Like I said, we got an upcoming comedy show. We bring the Comedy Convicts in November, and we just like I said, we just promote events. And the upcoming one, September 9th, Fresno, California, man. Y'all, the pre-sale tickets, $15 and $20 at the door. We're trying to get some listeners all across the world, man. To tune in to this brother radio station every Monday night, man. Much love to you, man.
Yeah, y'all tune in, man. We're gonna have some more guests. We're gonna liven it up. The man's been doing a phenomenal job, and we need to pull on in and help use this as a launching point to where all of us can really do what we do and open it up to where we get some different content, some positivity going up in here.
Real talk.
Yeah, real talk.
That's what I'm talking about. That's God right there. God does what He do. He's like, I'm sending you help, and I just. Made the platform about that, what you're saying, and finally to see a lot of that coming to the platform, because I always, keep the music artists in rotation. You pull up, I do a music interview, but it's very rare that I get to do an interview with a person, an individual with the magnitude that you carry. And there's stuff we can talk about politics, we can talk about this, we can talk about that. We got street ties and things. People we know in common, like Big Floss and stuff like that. So it's a pleasure to have a lot of things in common, and wow, we about to do some awesome things here. It's just a pleasure. It's just a pleasure. Let's go ahead and take us a final commercial break, and we'll come back and finish chopping it up with the family here on the all new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, you know.
Strong beat.
They step to me, try to spray.
American gang.
This is a Long Beach thing.
This is a Long Beach thing, an American gang. You niggas be rapping, but y'all be sounding the same. Change your lane, bring more to this hip hop game. This is a Long Beach thing, a Long Beach thing. This is a Long Beach thing, an American gang. Don't care what you do, homie, do your thing. Bring the pain, or else walk around the shame. This is a Long Beach thing, a Long Beach thing.
Yo, check it out. All I wore, the black man from the flatland filled with diamonds and rubies. Since my birthday, God been trying to school me on how this man from a foreign land was gonna try to do me. You want to see me driving the old whip like in the movie Miss Ruby? Talking about the shit, some civic duty. Throwing me kibbles and snacks like my name was Shaggy and Scooby.
It's a pity when you live in your city and all your so grimy and gritty. You know the money and pain changes things. You just be losing your brains. I'm losing my mind. Think we all lost this time. Give me respect and homie, I'ma give it right back. Love you in fact, nobody ever told you that. Though, pass the hand in the blow, letting them know M's about to let this go. Never bang, I'm down with that hustling, man. Money, power, respect, and a bulletproof vest.
We are back here live and live in color on the all new platform called The Show. If you didn't know, now you know. Just want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in. You know, I have people on from multiple social backgrounds. You know, and they all give me positive feedback. So I just want to let everybody know I appreciate you. I try to bring you what you want here on the show. I try to be informative, entertaining, and you know, and keeping it 100. That's what it is. You know, God is in the midst of what we're doing here, so we can't help but to help people, because that's what this platform is about. It ain't about me. It's about us getting our voices out there. How you feel about that one, Mr. Farmer?
Yeah, I'm with that, man. You know, it's all about the unity. It ain't no big U's and I, and we have to just the first thing and foremost when this comes to getting the message out, you have to create a dialogue to where the message can be received, particularly by those that might be friend, family, or foe. So everything starts with the dialogue and with the understanding. So once again, it's perfect that you had this show. You know, God puts you in places that can open other doors, but a lot of times we practice poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So we have to get out that type of syndrome and start looking at the bigger picture on really what we can do to help the youth of the future. Because if you live long enough, you're going to want to protect your offsprings and see that they do better than you. So I just think it's just great that the dialogue is opening up.
Man, and this that, man, we're going to give him the final say on the all-new platform called The Show. Appreciate you tuning in, fam. We catch you next week. Same channel, same station, same location. Real talk, holla back. Peace from the west to the east. Yeah.